Hello guys, welcome back to another video tutorial. In this video I'm gonna teach you how you can insert the record inside the database using PHP Ajax. So here is a demo of this project. So I'm gonna add the OnlineITtuts and OnlineITtuts@gmail.com. Once you register, first I'm gonna show you the simple validation. I click on this one. As you can see, please fill in the blanks. So once you add the complete record, click to register now. As you can see, record has been saved inside the database, and after the page, as you can see, OnlineITtuts@gmail.com. this is my password. So we will create this one project with the help of PHP and also jQuery, or you can say that Ajax, right? So let's get started to work on that. So here is a folder. So this folder name is register.php. I'm in register, so I'm going to create index.php, write the basic structure. Inside the JS folder you can't see anything else, so we will create a file main.js, and also I'm gonna get the jQuery file. Just a minute, jQuery.js. So let's get the jQuery file. I'm gonna write jQuery, and we need to get the jQuery download and click to compressed version, copy all the things and paste inside your jQuery code, save and close. Just a minute, close it. First check that. Okay, inside this page we will work on to getting the data from index.php, right? And also first I'm gonna add the register user, right? Also I'm gonna add the bootstrap css file. I already downloaded that, bootstrap.bin.css, so we need to include that, and this will be css, bootstrap.css. so I will create a form, so you will see everything from scratch, right? So I will write its take time class container, and inside the container, just a minute, alright, do class row let's call LG6, and margin auto. I want to display everything inside the center. Then I'm going to create a card, and inside there I'm going to create a card header, and then I'm going to create a h2 and write the register user, assign the value class will be display 6, and text will be center, right? And then after the header div, I'm going to create a div and write the class card body, right? And inside there I'm going to create after this one I'm going to create a div and a class card footer, right? So inside the card body I will create a form, so I write the form tag and I leave the action, right? Remember that, leave the action, and write the label tag and write the first, I'm going to check that first name, last name, email, right? So first I'm going to call first name, and I use br tag, and this will be input text field, type text, and I'm going to assign the ID first, right? We will get that with the help of jQuery, and assign the class form control, right? So I will use same thing on there. This will be last name, and type will be text, ID will be what? ID will be last, and I use same thing, and this will be email. This will be email. So save. So I cut the form closing tag and paste inside the footer, and I will write the button tag, and I call register now. Inside there I'm going to create a class btn success, right? So let's see output of this one. So I will go to localhost register.php. What is the name of this one project? Okay, sorry for that. I don't need to use register. Just here is our form, right? So I want to make a space on down, and also I will use class bgdoc, and I will use empty file on there, and also I will use empty file on the card. So let's see output of this one, right? So if you want to change the color, you can go to card header, not card header. Inside there I'm gonna use bg secondary. So let's see, and I want to use text white. Text white. So let's see. Perfect. The next thing we need to perform the getting the data from those input text field, and perform the event or on click on this one button. When I click on register now, then I want to get the data from those input text fields, and we will send the request with another page. So let me explain you. So I call document.ready function parentheses curly brackets. Inside there first I'm going to check that. I again call document dot, I call btn register. I target, I need to assign the ID on there, btn register, right? So I will use this one ID to perform the event. Which event? On click. So target this one and click, and use which event you want to use. I call on click, right? So I'm going to show you in a minute. Just a minute. So btn register, and I call not this one, I call this one. First I'm going to check that. First I'm going to call document again dot on click, and target the ID you have copied from this one button. So once you do that, then use function parentheses curly brackets. Then I'm going to check it's working or not. So let me check it. First of that, let's check it now on console screen. It's working or not. As you can see, I click on that, I can't see anything else. So we need to fix the problem on there. So I think we need to use type on button. So let's see. Click on that, I can't see again. Type button btn register document on click btn function on console. Okay guys, so I think we need to add the files on there, this one page. So JS, first one is jQuery, second one our main.js. So I think it should be displayed, so it's my mistake, sorry for that. I click on that, as you can see it's working fine. So once you do that, then you need to get the data from input text field, right? So I just use variable, write the name of the variable, and use $sign parentheses and single quotation. You need to get the value from this one. So first you need to target the ID. The first ID is first and dot well. You need to get the 3 values, the last, and I think a last one will be email. So this will be last, this will be email, right? Then I'll use simple validation, user equal to empty or last equal to empty or email equal to empty. Use curly brackets. I use double quotation there, right? So everything is empty. On input text field I want to display the error message, right? So I target the ID. First I need to assign the ID on there. So I call span tag and I assign the ID will be MSG, and I will use class text will be center. Right, so first of all, let's see output of this one. You can't see anything else on there, right? So we will use that on there. So I call msg.html and I target parentheses, double quotation. I call paragraph tag because I will use to step class. Please fill in the blanks, right? So inside there I'm going to call class single quotation alert danger, right? So see, let's see output of this one. What happened on there? Save that, save everything. First name, last name. Okay guys, so we need to check the name first. Last email. This will be email, so it's my mistake, but why? So let's see again. Open it again. Why? I don't know. So let's check it now, this time on there. So, and I'm gonna call console.log and I call user last and email. I want to check those values are coming or not, so I use A, B. First I'm gonna refer that A, B, C. Undefined, we can't getting the value from there. So first, okay, I will use name on there. So the name will be not, this is not important, but I think I will use that first name, and this time input this is last name. Okay, and this will be email. So let's see. No, it's not important. We need to check the problem on the main.js. Between the function user equal to dot well. Okay guys, here is a mistake. We need to use hash sign on there. It's my mistake guys. So I don't need to use names on there. It's not important there. So save, as you can see. So we will use, I undo that and I'm going to show you, I use same thing but I need to use hash sign on there, right? So let's see, message, okay, message ID, click on that. As you can see, please fill in the blanks. This is our first validation. If you enter anything else, then we need to work on the else statement, and the else statement we need to send the request with Ajax. So I call $.ajax parentheses curly brackets. Inside there we need to pass the parameter, or you can send the request where you want to send the request. I will create a insert.php page. I will create it, right? Which method do you want to use? I will use post. Then which data you want to send, I call the first colon, then I call this one, I use it on there first. You can write any name on there and you can just pass on the variable on there, right? Means this data, we getting the data from input text field on the variables, and we will pass the value, each value on this way. So first value will assign on the first variable, right? Use comma, call lost, and I call lost. You can also use first name. I'm going to show you, very simple. This is our first name, this is our last name. We will use those values inside our PHP programming language. So last name will be last, and email will be, I just use email, right? Then use comma and everything is perfect. Then I call success function in parentheses curly bracket. Inside there I pass the data. We will use the data to display the message. So I call $msg.html and pass the data variable. When you will send the request inside the insert.php page, then if you write anything else inside the echo statement, then the particular echo statement data will pass on this one variable, and this variable has used on there to display the message on our input text field form. So let's create an insert.php, but we need to create a connection.php. So connection.php, we need to use con equal to MySQLi connect and pass the 3 parameter localhost, root, third one is password, fourth one is your database name. My database name is tutorials. I call if $not connect, then I call die, please check your database connection. Alright, so very simple. So once you made the connection, then you need to go on insert.php page and you need to include the connection.php file. Require once, call connection.php. Then we need to get the data from input text field, right? So I call first, this is my PHP variable, I call first name, you can easily understand that, and I call MySQL real script string. Inside there we need to pass 2 parameters. First one is connection, second one is the data, which data you want to get. So the second data I will get from the main.js, and which method have used inside the this one file. So I used post, so I call $_post, and you need to pass the variable. We have made the variable like this one, so copy it and paste on it. Means you will get the value from main.js and assign the value inside the PHP variable on there, right? So I'll use same thing. This will be, I'm gonna use last name, and this will be email. So we need to go on again on there, so I need to copy this one variable and paste on there, right? And last one is the email. Very simple. Once you get the data from main.js, then you need to write the query. So query is insert into your database name is whatever, I don't know, but my database name is users, and we need to select the columns, how many columns you want to use to store the data. So I have a 4 columns without first one column. I'm going to show you without this one column. Total have a 4 columns. Without this one have a name, last name, email. So we need to target name, last name, email. So I call name, email, name, last, and email, right? Then use values. Which value you want to use? I use single quotation. This is the first one column data, second one column data, third one column data, right? So on each column I pass one by one value, like first name, last name, and this will be email, right? Use semicolon and create a variable, write the query, MySQLi query, pass 2 parameter connection and query variable. Then I call if result means everything is a perfect, then I call echo statement, I call paragraph tag class, I will assign the class alert success, and I call please no record has been saved in the database, right? In the else statement I will use same thing if everything is not perfect. So I call alert danger, and I call please check kill. I think everything is perfect. So this message, I'm going to show you, this message will pass on main.js variable like data, and this data has been passed on message.html. so let's see it's working or not. So first I'm going to check. Okay, user not defined main.js. Okay, I think has mistake. Just a minute. Why this is first name and this is last name and this is the email, perfect, and .php first name. Okay, everything is perfect, but yes, it's working. So I'm gonna add the front end at gmail.com. Click to register. Your record has been saved inside the database. Let's check it now. Perfect. As you can see, front end and our email. So the last thing I'm going to show you, when I press register button, then I want to reset the form. So you need to go on main.js and call $form.trigger and call reset. So let's see something as you can see, everything is empty. So this video is all about how you can insert the record inside the database using PHP and MySQLi. Also I have used jQuery to perform the Ajax operation. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.